Today we're going to do all of the 4 regions kickoff predictions. So let's dive in. We're going to go in order that these different competitions start. So the first one to kick off on January the 11th, which is only a week and a bit away now, is China. So let's just quickly breathe through this one. Wolves will beat Gilai. Go Wolves. Tyloo versus Tech. I mean, absolute flip a coin game. Let's go Tech. I think that if there's one thing I know about JDG and DRG, it's that Vukashu is good. So we'll go with DRG. And AG versus Nova, let's go for Nova there. And we end up with those 4 teams going through. Now remember, if you lose the first game, essentially it's the same as losing the second game, because you'll still go into the lower round 1. So keep that in mind and get annoyed about that if you want to. BLG versus Wolves. We're just going Wolves. What else did you expect? Of course, we're going FPX. I think, to be honest, I would be quite surprised if... I mean, this probably is the most likely of the 4 teams who got the bye to lose. Probably BLG losing to either Gilai or Wolves, whoever wins this one. Because the other 3, I think, are pretty heavy favorites in the games that they would play. We'll then come to the lowest. Nova versus Gilai, we'll go Gilai. DRG versus Tyloo, we'll go DRG. Tech versus JDG, we'll go JDG. Billy versus All Gamers, we'll go Billy. Then in lower round 2, we've got Gilai versus DRG, we'll go Gilai. JDG versus Billy, we'll go Billy. We'll scroll back up to the top and move it across, shall we? We got Wolves versus FPX. We're still going Wolves. That's right. That's how much of a homer I am. EDG versus Trace. Could it happen? Could Trace actually beat EDG? Oh, maybe. But not today. EDG do manage to win that one. Then we've got FPX versus Gilai and Trace versus Billy. We're going to go Trace here. And this one actually kind of tough. I'm going to go for an upset here. I'm going to go Gilai just there. We're going to go Trace beating Gilai there, though, to go into the lower final. And then the upper final, we got Wolves versus EDG. I'm going to say that, I mean, the Wolves have beat EDG a couple times. So I'm going to go EDG, though. But then Wolves will get their revenge and still manage to make it. Wolves win, and they win in the grand final as well, although this is a bit of a meaningless game apart from champs points. But, you know, in terms of going to the first Masters event, it doesn't matter too much. But those are the Chinese pick'ems. Okay, moving on to EMEA, which starts a couple days later on the 14th. Our first game is Team Liquid versus Koi. Ooh, Team Liquid versus Koi. Tough one. Oh, I think I'm just gonna sneak Team Liquid, but that one's actually pretty tough. Carmine Core versus Navi. Wow, what a game. These are actually pretty tough. I'm gonna go Carmine Core. BBL versus Giants. I'm going to go Giants. Apex versus Gentlemates. You know what? I'm gonna go Apex. Why not? Then in the upper quarterfinals here, we got Foot versus Team Liquid. Give me Foot. Vitality versus Carmine Core. I mean, imagine if Carmine Core did win. But I am going to go Vitality there. I'm not going to go for the upset. Fnatic versus Giants. I am going to go Fnatic. And I will go for Team Heretics over Apex as well. I have just picked all the 4 teams getting the bye, which probably won't happen. But I feel like, again, looking at the... I mean, which is the most likely to lose here? Probably one of these 2, I would guess. Well, I mean, maybe even Vitality would be the most likely to lose. But that's not what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for a little normal pick there. Apex versus Koi is what we would get then. Let's go Koi, actually, for that one. Then Giants versus Navi. Ooh, I'll go Navi. Carmine Core versus BBL. I think Carmine Core should win that. Team Liquid versus Gentlemates. I'll go Team Liquid. Then we'll get Koi versus Navi. We'll go Navi again. Carmine Core versus Liquid. We'll go Carmine Core. And then we'll scroll up to the top. Foot versus Vitality. Let's go for a little upset. Let's go Foot, actually, there. Fnatic versus Heretics. I'll still go Heretics, I think. Yeah, we'll still go Heretics. Then we'd get Team Vitality versus Navi, which we will go Vitality. We'll then get Fnatic versus Carmine Core. Little surprise. We're going to go Carmine Core there. Rematch of this game, Team Vitality versus Carmine Core, but Vitality win it again. And up here we got Foot versus Heretics. We're going to go Heretics there, and then we're going to go Vitality getting through the lower final to give us Team Heretics versus Vitality in the final. And Team Heretics never win grand finals, so we're going to go Vitality. On to Americas, which then starts on the 16th here. We got EG versus Loud. And as I said in a previous video, you know, all of these kickoff tournaments have some really good games. Like, really hard games to pick. I'm gonna go EG. Am I? No, I'm gonna go Loud. MIBR versus 100 Thieves. I'm gonna go for the Thieves. I'm going to say 100 Thieves. NRG versus Cloud9. I'm going to go NRG, of course. 2-game versus Furia. I'm going to lean 2G. But I could see either winning that, to be honest. There's no real logic behind that one. Crew versus Loud. I think the Crew should feel pretty good about either of these teams that they play. So I'm going to go Crew there. Sen versus 100 Thieves. Am I going to pick 100 Thieves? No, the Sen fans will go crazy if I do. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it just to annoy you. If you're a Sen fan. G2 versus NRG. What a game. What a game. We're going to go NRG. A tough one, but I feel like NRG will come out very strong early on. That's my feeling. Lev versus 2-game. We're going to go Lev. Then down in the lower rounds, we got 2-game versus EG. I'll show EG some love. We'll give them that one. G2 versus MIBR. Oh, we would get G2 versus MIBR in this case? Oh my god. So one of G2 or MIBR would just be straight out. I still think I'm picking G2, but my god, that would be crazy if that happened. We'll go Sen over Cloud9. Don't worry, I'm not that big of a hater. And then we'll go Loud over Furia there. And then we've got EG versus G2. We'll go G2 again. And Sen will go over Loud. And then back to the upper semifinals here. Crew versus 100 Thieves. I mean, I said to Sliggy, like, oh, Crew won't be this good. But I guess, am I picking them here to go? I am. I'm picking them to go straight through to the upper final. And NRG versus Lev. I am going to stick with NRG kind of being just a team that I have faith in, at least early on in the season. 100 Thieves versus G2. Now we're going to go G2. So 100 Thieves, classic 100 Thieves, I call this. You know, you start well in a tournament and then you just fall out straight away. Classic 100 Thieves. Lev versus Sen. We're going to go Sen over Lev there. I mean, if this happened, these would be some banger games. Banger games across the board. Then lower round 4, G2 versus Sen. This is where we're going to go G2 over Sen. We're going to go NRG over Crew there. And then we're going to go G2 beat Crew in the lower final. And in the grand final, NRG take it. And that is my America's pick. Oh, God. I mean, going through this bracket, I can't believe this is likely to happen or, like, could happen. That's crazy. My goodness. That's rough for whoever ends up here. But, yeah, that's my America's pick. And then finally, we have Pacific, which starts the last on the 18th. Boom versus T1. Pretty easy. We're going to go T1. Global versus Secret. Look, my boy Elevated. We're going to go for it. We're going to go global. Don't feel great about it, but we're going to do it. DFM versus RRQ. Ooh, we're going to go DFM. I like them. I like DFM. We're going to go DFM. And Zeta versus Nongshim. We're going to go Nongshim. Going into the upper quarterfinals. Paper X versus T1. Giga banger game. Paper X versus T1. I'm gonna go Paper X. I'm gonna show some faith in Paper X there. Talon versus Global. Sorry, Elevated. We're gonna go Talon, I think there. Gen G, I think will win whoever wins this game. Sorry, DFM. I am a believer, but not versus Gen G. And then DRX versus Nongshim. We're gonna go Nongshim. This is my sleeper pick here. We'd get DRX versus Boom. We'll pick DRX. We got DFM versus Secret. We would go classic DFM. I'm gonna say Secret. Global versus RRQ. Go on, Elevated. I'll get you through there. T1 versus Zeta. We'll go T1. DRX versus Secret, though. We'll go DRX. Then, sorry, Elevated, but T1 win this one. Then back up to the upper semifinals. We'll go Paper X over Talon. We will go... I want to do it. I really quite want to do it. Go on. This will be my big upset. That's my big upset. We're gonna go. We're gonna have that. And then we're gonna have... Ooh, Talon DRX. We're gonna have DRX winning that. Gen G T1. For elimination. Gen G T1. Gen G pull through. Gen G pull through. Paper X beat Nongshim here. Gen G beat DRX. And then revenge Gen G. Do I want to end up with a... No. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. This is my big surprise. Paper X win in the final. I'm sticking my neck out on the line. Watch Nongshim lose to Zeta first game. I'm going to say Gen G don't make it. In fact, I'm going to change my mind. Gen G lose to T1. T1 beat DRX and Nongshim beat T1. That I think is more likely to happen than beating Gen G twice. Am I crazy? Maybe. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it. It's my pick'em. I'm sticking with it. It's a bit crazy, but there you go. Oh, please select a winner for each match. Oh, did I not do the grand final? I didn't. Paper X win the grand final. Submit. Yeah, so those are my pick'ems. I will leave a little group code there for all of the 4 regions if you want to challenge me and see if you can actually take on the king. Come at me. You'll probably beat me, to be honest, given what I just did. But yeah, go and join the groups in the comment down below.